Hello everyone. Welcome to a new video. I know it's been a few months, but my work schedule picked up more back to normal a few months ago, so I had less time to do this and I kind of lost the motivation to do it because I had other things to do. Nevertheless, I'm back, got a new video, and today I thought we could look at some errors that I have heard from my students. This is a set of errors that I've compiled just within the last few days. These are real errors from my students, and these are ones that I've written down for the purpose of delayed error correction. So if any of you feel like you are making the same mistakes regularly, and you feel like the clock is ticking, and for whatever reason you're just ready to get rid of these mistakes that you're making, or maybe they're fossilized errors, who knows. So let's take a look at some of these and we can examine how you can improve some of your possible errors that you're making. So I'll do this on 3 slides. On the left will be what I hear, and on the right will be better versions of how to say the same thing or something approximately the same. So let's go through these on the left first, and then piece by piece, the corrections. Many alcohol. It wasn't available for buying. I got a message to my email. On social medias. The country's which is. I thought people didn't believe to these things. So there's a problem with every single one of these. Pause the video and maybe you can identify what the problem is right now. If not, just continue along with me and let's look at ways to make these better. So the first one, many alcohol. Alcohol in English is uncountable. So using many with an uncountable, that's why that's incorrect. So if we want to talk about some quantity of alcohol, a better way to say this is a lot of alcohol. Using a lot of is a very safe way to quantify something if you're unsure if the noun is countable or uncountable. Or if you'd like to use much, we can use that here. We use much with uncountable nouns. What are uncountable nouns, by the way? Let's quickly review. Uncountable nouns are things that we never would put an S on, for example. Money. So you would say much money or a lot of money. Information. You would never say informations. You say a lot of information or a piece of information. That's a good alternative. So again, with alcohol, alcohol is uncountable. So we don't use many with uncountables. The second one, it wasn't available for buying. Buying, this participle form, how this sentence is construction, this participle form of buying doesn't work here. If you wanted to use buying as, let's say, a gerund, put that at the front of the sentence. Buying cheese is my favorite hobby. Interesting hobby, but that would be correct. However, this is not. So what is a way we can solve this problem? 2 possibilities I'm going to give you here. So we can say it wasn't available to buy. So just using our infinitive there. Or if you are looking for a noun, you can change it to purchase. So it wasn't available for purchase. Purchase is also a verb. In this case, it's being used as a noun. So available to buy or available for purchase. I got a message to my email. How can we improve this? 1, I got a message in my inbox, so not a message to something. Or easily said, I got an email. It's always understood it's going to your inbox. And this is a good point of reference. So a difference between sending and receiving. So getting a message, you are receiving. However, when we are sending something, we do send something to a person or a place. So send to is correct, but when we're getting or receiving, it's not really how we're going to speak. Next one, on social medias. So social media again is an uncountable, just like our alcohol. So we would never say social medias. However, if you would like to kind of quantify it, you can change your speech a little bit by talking about social media platforms. That is an alternative solution. The countries which is, this is just a simple agreement problem. Countries, plural, is a singular. So the countries which are, we need to have that subject-verb agreement. Last one on this page, I thought people didn't believe to these things. This is in the sense belief when we're talking about, let's say, religion, aliens, UFOs, ghosts, all that stuff. So in this context, when we use the verb believe for this meaning, we need the preposition in. So I thought people didn't believe in these things. So believe in something. All right, let's go to the next slide. So again, on the left, what I hear, and kind of better versions will be on the right. Something got wrong. They didn't participate at this. I can't never do it. My girlfriend already give me a present. I'd rather pizza. Let's look at these. So the first one, something got wrong. In this phrase, if we're talking about some kind of, let's say a failure of something, maybe a mechanical failure, an electrical failure, transportation. So we don't use the verb got in this case. We use the verb go. So something went wrong. Think about if you're watching some, documentary on TV and they're talking about maybe a plane crash or something. And, excuse me, and there's some perhaps technical failure. So in this documentary, you would hear them say something along the lines of the sentence. So something went wrong with the wing panels. I don't even know, a wing panel's a thing? I don't even know. Anyway, so it's something went wrong. Next one, they didn't participate at this. This is a preposition problem. We participate in things. So they didn't participate in this. I can't never do it. In English, we don't use two negatives. So can't is a negative, never also a negative. So what's the solution for this? One, slight change to a word there. They can't ever do it, meaning this is impossible. It's a constant failure. Or if we still want to use can't, we can just say they can't do it. So it's still not possible for them. Depending on the context and how much emphasis you want to place on this. It's dependent on context. My girlfriend already give me a present. Well, the word already, that's an indicator of the past. So the verb is the problem here. Already gave me a present. I already spoke to him. I already went there. I already wrote to him. So already is a suggestion of the past. So use past when we have already. I'd rather pizza. the contraction I apostrophe D, I'd. That can mean two things in English. It can mean I had, or it can mean I would. The only way you can know which one it is based on context. In this case, it's meant to be the modal verb would. So I would rather pizza. We need more information here. Also, when we use modal verbs like would, we need an additional verb. So, correct way to say this, I'd rather eat a pizza, have a pizza, buy a pizza, whatever your verb is. So would plus a bare infinitive being the base verb without to. All right, third and last slide. All right. So again, what I hear on the left and solutions on the right. It makes me sense. I will ever remember it. I was proud on myself. One man broke in a historical door. So, possible solutions. What do you think? Again, give the video a pause and go over these yourself, and maybe we'll come up with the same solution. So, it makes me sense. It makes sense is a better way to say it, or it makes sense to me. We're not going to put the person in the middle of this expressions. It makes her sense. It makes him sense. It doesn't work in English. So option A or B, they're both fine. They'd both be understood by anyone listening to you. I will ever remember it. So what is the meaning behind this? So this is giving a feeling of like a very long-lasting memory. It's always going to be in your mind. Will and ever together don't really work. So how can we solve this problem? I will always remember it, or I will never forget it. These have the same meaning. We're actually using opposite words. So always remember, never forget. Same meaning, those are the correct ones. I was proud on myself. It's a preposition problem. We are proud of ourselves. So I was proud of myself. So proud of. And the last one here, one man broke in a historical door. So broken is, depending on, without context, it's hard to know. So broken, the door is broken. That's an adjective. Or broken is also the past participle of break. Break, broke, broken. So neither of those are being used here. This is a reference to a singular past act. So the easiest solution would just be to use the past simple form of break, which is broke. I know the best solution when we use past simple, which this is past simple, we should have some concrete time reference within the context here. However, I was aware that this was completely in the past, some event last week, thus the reason I wouldn't have and didn't correct her at that time. All right, so thanks so much for coming back and watching the video. I apologize for my long gap, but I've got a new microphone, by the way, and also I've got a new computer arriving in a few days. The one I've been working with is definitely on the older side, and I really have very little hard disk space, and sometimes these videos take up a lot of space. So I hope to have a lot more hard disk space to work with and make more videos. So again, thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and I will see you hopefully sooner rather than later. It's still only January, but we'll see what happens. All right, thank you so much. Bye-bye.